So the Xavi Simons deal is stalling. It looks like this deal might not happen. I know we're waiting for outgoings. Yeah? We're waiting to be selling some players. Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, we're waiting to get some players off the books. And that's why this deal is taking so long to happen. Yeah? Possibly. It might be. However, I have seen a change in attitude, a change in tone from Fabrizio Romano over the past few days. Not in what he's tweeting, because on Twitter he's still kind of optimistic. But on his videos, what he's saying is starting to raise questions. And I'm going to show you what he said today. He was talking about Nkunku, he was talking about outgoings, but he also mentioned Garnacho and Xavi Simons. And when he mentioned them, he used two different ways to explain the situation. If they are both advancing, like he said, if they are both going to happen, like he said, why did he change his tone? And why has he been changing his tone recently when talking about the whole Xavi Simons deal? I'm going to show you what he said, and then we'll discuss it more. All right, let's have a look at the clip.
Keep an eye also Christopher Nkunku, because Bayern always had an interest in Nkunku, very good relationship with his agents. Many clubs called for Nkunku in the recent weeks. Inter, Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, Newcastle, many others called to understand the situation of Nkunku, but Bayern are seriously considering this opportunity. Why? Because Nkunku can play in several positions. Striker, number 10, on the wing when it's needed. So can be a versatile player to add to the squad, can be also, when needed, a backup for Harry Kane. And so Nkunku is an option for Bayern to keep an eye on. Chelsea insists on a permanent transfer as of today. So that's the status of the story. But obviously, remember, if Nkunku leaves, the idea of Chelsea is to try complete the deal for Xavi Simons. Chelsea keep working on the Xavi Simons deal. The negotiation is ongoing, the negotiation is underway for Xavi, and so Chelsea are on it. Xavi Simons and Chelsea remains a deal on. But obviously, the outgoings, Nkunku and Nico Jackson, will be important. We know about Xavi Simons, and we also know about the Alejandro Garnacho situation. So, guys, on Xavi Simons and Garnacho, we wait and we see what's going to happen. But for sure, Chelsea remain in active conversations. For both of them, I think Garnacho will 100% happen. For Xavi Simons, negotiations ongoing. Waiting for the exit of Nkunku. For Bayern, we said about this.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Xavi Simons, different terminology. In Garnacho, different terminology. I'll play it again for you.
Simons and Garnacho, we wait and we see what's going to happen. But for sure, Chelsea remain in active conversations. For both of them, I think Garnacho will 100% happen. 100% for Xavi Simons, negotiations ongoing. Waiting for the exit.
Ongoing.
For Bayern, we say about the strategy, but then, guys.
All right, let's break this down. Garnacho, 100% happening. Xavi Simons, negotiations are ongoing. Two different terms for two different transfers. I think he is starting to set us up to accept this deal might not happen. And he doesn't want to look like, I don't want to use a bad word, he doesn't want to have mud on his face when it falls through. He's been pushing both Xavi Simons and Garnacho very, very strongly as they are going to happen, advancing, all. We've heard it all over the past few days. However, I've listened to his last couple of videos, and his terms have been less positive in regards to the Xavi Simons deal happening. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I know what you guys are saying. Oh, but Chelsea are waiting for Nkunku to go through. They're waiting for Nicholas Jackson to go through. Yes. However, is that the only thing that they're waiting for to go through? Because as we understand it, no agreement has been reached yet between Chelsea and Leipzig. They could reach an agreement. They could put down a figure, pending the sale of Nkunku, pending the sale of Nicholas Jackson, pending the sale of both, pending the sale of one. Then we can sign off on this deal. We've not heard that. Again, it could be, business. It could be they're trying to not open the door for other competitors to come in. If Chelsea and Leverkusen agree on a fee, then that kind of tells other clubs what they should be aiming for, and then they can come in and break the whole deal up. So there's a lot of elements in this whole transfer deal. There's a lot of elements. I have a feeling that this could stall. This could collapse. It's got all the signs of a deal going pear-shaped. We've seen it before. Everything is built up, all the hype is building up, and then we don't end up getting him. I personally rate Xavi Simons as a player. I would love to see him at Chelsea Football Club. However, I don't think he is as necessary of an acquisition as Garnacho. That upset a lot of people, I know. But hear me out. Garnacho fills a void on the left. Gittins is doing a decent job. Gittins could possibly do a fantastic job this season, but we don't have cover for him. Yes, Pedro Neto can come on that side. We can switch our attackers around and we can, cover these different positions. Some might say Tyreek George, but I think Tyreek George will probably be sold by the end of the window. And even Tyreek George is not to the level that we want, not if we're looking to win the title this season. Xavi Simons might be collapsing. In the comments down below, let me know. And I know I'm going to get a lot of stick. You're jumping the gun. It's too soon. It's too early. Lads, today is the 14th. We've literally got 2 weeks to the day. Actually, less. We've got 13 days and a couple and change as the time of recording this video, because the transfer window closes at 7 p.m. on the 28th, I believe. 7 p.m. Because of the whole World Cup, transfer window is opened, closed, opened again. Transfer window in the UK is closing on the 28th of August at 7 p.m. Are we going to get these deals done? I think Garnacho will happen. Xavi Simons, I'm not so sure now. I'm not so sure. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you, and I wanted to share this point of view because I think it isn't happening. In the comments down below, let me know. All right, listen, if there's more updates, if we get Here We Go, and then this video will be a total waste of your time and mine. But if we don't, it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in my next upload. Take care and peace.